Hello, this is a shots fired submission for Marathon Rubicon X on kindergarten difficulty, just beating the game. So, let's go. I'm not doing the splits this time, because this is practice for doing this in a marathon scenario. So, this is Rubicon. It is a custom scenario for the marathon engine, Aleph 1. That's the first level, first little skip. First level done. Right, yeah. This game would look way better than this, but I've got the graphics turned all the way down. I've got software rendering instead of OpenGL for basically skipping load screens. The first couple levels here are just exposition, so just get them out of the way. If you were to play this game, you'd find it looks a lot better than this, but I kind of like the old school look here. This is one of the most polished, nice looking of the scenarios available, custom scenarios for Marathon, barring some much newer ones, the sorts of ones that are still in development. No offense, you guys. It's just one of the better looking, kind of older ones. Right, so here's the first real level. I'll give you already underpaid cyborg. It's got some quite interesting level names. So we just picked up a chip, which I'm going to go and insert into a slot over here, which raises some steps so we can turn on the power, which is funny because I would have thought steps required power. Anyway, here we go. Now the power is on, we can use this lift. So this is the actual latest skip in the game found by Ares. We've got a nice little community of runners going for marathon games. It's quite exciting that we've got some custom games going on the way now. For the longest time I was the only one that touched custom content for this game. So you can just run through this gap here. You just get stuck on it for a second and you can run through it. It's supposed to be just a decorative broken piece of bulkhead, I guess. Bulkhead? Is that the word? Cool, so we just got another chip, which will get us into this security station. Random opening and closing vent there, unpredictable as ever. Can't open this door first, because it's very slow. Yeah, you might have noticed I'm shooting upwards, where possible, because it propels me downwards. Great little marathon engine trick there. The joy. Alright, so here we get the AR, which we can use from here to the end of the game for little jumps, which is nice. I can't wait till we get the rocket launcher, because then we get to do big jumps. So I've been experimenting with getting the rocket launcher on the previous level, where there's a kind of a tease of an armory in there that you can get as a secret, and so the strategy really has been quite different for different difficulties, because on Total Carnage it's really quite beneficial to have the rocket launcher much earlier. So that's the category I've been running mostly recently, so apologies if I mess up the route and do that one instead. Well, I've already messed up the route, so no worries. I should have not fallen down there. It's no worries. I need this shotgun secret. And a bit of health. I mean, I probably would have reset from that normally, but it's fine. We need the shotgun to shoot a switch there through some mesh. You can't get that with a grenade, you have to get the shotgun. So yeah, another little jump up this deactivated platform. Normally you'd have to go turn it on. We'll turn it on in a minute for the next time round. Ooh. Didn't mean to leave that guy alive. I have to run through here again, and I might die. So here we get another chip. Well, I did not want to waste a shot there. It's probably okay. It can be pretty tight. So that switch I just shot instead of hitting was the platform switch here. So I don't have to go get more health, which is nice. This level is a bit of a chip hunt. You can get to the end without collecting and using all the chips, but the final terminal isn't activated until you have picked up all the chips on the level. So, right, this is what I need. Ooh, I'm stuck on something. I thought it was an enemy. That's why we need the shotgun there. It's quite hard to hit that switch up there with a grenade. The shotgun's got like a nice spread of hits, so it's easy to hit the hard switches with it. So we just got the penultimate chip. Why would I use that wording there? Yeah, there's one more chip to get. Yeah, last time coming up here. Good timing for the platform. Back through here. Ordinarily, you'd have to go into the area below these conduits here. But what we're going to do is shoot the one switch you need to hit through that mesh with the shotgun. Those two places, using the shotgun through a mesh, I think those are the only two places in any marathon game I know of where you can do that for a skip. I think Ares has found some more in some other scenarios, but I can't recall them because I have been lacking in the participation of those. This has been my favourite scenario for a long time. I picked up running this scenario just because I really like it. No one had touched custom scenarios, so why not? And it's just been what I've done, really. I kind of prefer running this to the original series. Yeah, alright, so that was a fair number of jumps. I was just distracting myself so I didn't try and concentrate too hard and mess it up. I just hit a switch through a wall there that you're supposed to shoot grenades at all the different switches to open them up in sequence, but you can just hit it through the wall. And that was that level. So, this is a level where we are swimming. We're in a series of cargo bays and like launch bays or something, but they've all been flooded by liquid coolant or fuel or something. I haven't read the story for this in a while. In this series you have to read the story, so many of the times I play this I haven't like in depth read the story again. You don't get it through audio or anything, but it makes for a really nice immersive experience playing these games. They're good kind of late night ones where you really get into the being on a space station in the middle of like deep space kind of vibe there. All the stories are about AI that's going like rampant and all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, cool. We've just put a chip into a ship in that bay and then sealed off the doors so we could launch it. And that is a little dream level there. So this scenario has, well, it's kind of in marathon tradition. It's got a lot of dream sequences. They like to mess with your sense of reality, what it is you're doing. The game's a little philosophical, as marathon tends to be. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. Normally don't get hit there on this level at all. Should be okay. So this is another dream-like level where there was a bit of dodginess, what we call 5D space there, where there were rooms that overlapped the same in-game space. It's all a bit fragmented. It's very cool. It's I would recommend playing this for the atmospheric experience. There's no skips on this level, annoyingly. I just have to run it, so I just have to like talk nonsense while I do it. Cool. So this level here, this is where the story for the game really branches, and there are two main routes through the game from this point. whether you succeed or fail the mission on this level. So we're going to succeed because it's quick, because the failure takes 5 minutes. It's if you don't finish the level in 5 minutes, which I don't believe anyone could physically stand doing on this difficulty, but still. Okay, we got through, nice. Yeah, so we've got to go and turn off something before, whoops, I believe all that liquid fuel from the other level gets like ignited. We've got to go turn that off from happening, Right, good with words today. There we go, done, and the clear alarm to finish, cool. On to the success path here, which is a longer path through the game, but we have an opportunity to switch over onto the failure branch later on. So the routing through this game kind of involves multiple different levels as well. Like, is it quicker to switch from this branch to this branch in this opportunity that you get to do it? Like, it's got kind of a long, complicated story. There's actually a third major path through this in Rubicon X. Oh my gosh, that was not good. I got kind of caught there. I'm going to save, because this is easy to mess up. This is, I used the wrong chip, it's fine. It should be fine. I hope it's fine. Last time I messed this up, I forgot how my workaround was. I don't tend to do this in a marathon scenario, I tend to just reset. Yeah, I reset quite a lot, so I hope this goes well. We've been working on a skip for this. There is the ability to clip through some walls, but like the physics for doing so are not entirely worked out. And we've got all the level editors and whatnot, and we've been looking at the maps, but it's still just a case of just spending the time in game trying over and over again in different places. So I haven't quite got anything consistent yet. I did this wrong, I think that one. How did I forget this? I honestly don't know. I've done this like 100,000 times. There we go. Correct. So those switches, if you couldn't tell, all have to be, those chips all have to be inserted in the correct order, because each one opens up different doors here. So for my optimal route, I need to open up the right doors in the right order, which is a bit awkward. So I guess a little bit of context is I first routed and ran this game like 3 years ago, more than I guess, about that. And I got really good at it back then. I think it peaked when I did the Total Carnage run, maybe a year later, but since then I haven't really run this very much. I've just been doing it quite a bit in the last little while to get into it for Shots Fired, so this community dragged me back into it, telling me you need to do Shots Fired, and we've got a good little community. It's lots of fun. There's lots of different marathon games to be playing. Only a few of them have been speed run. There's lots to be going and doing if you're into... I did this in a stupid order. There we go. This is an exploration level. I have to go and hit different polygons. I'm just trying to do the shortest route between all the polygons you need to hit. By hit, I mean run on top of. Like in front of this doorway. And yeah, just doing it quickly, hopefully. Previously did it a very different route. This beats the last one by a good 17 seconds, which is nice to have recorded. And that exit on that level brings me onto the failure branch I was talking about before. So you could consider it a bit of a skip on the kind of longer game terms, where you don't have to stick to that like story arc. You can mess it up there and be, whoops, you're effectively doing work for a different person for a different purpose here. Cool, hex level here. This is a massive, complicated, layered maze, which I'm going to completely cheese here by flipping this switch, and then instead of going through the maze, happening? Oh, you are joking. Oh, okay. I said I was going to do it. That's why it didn't work. Next time, tip to myself, don't say that you're going to do it. There was a little hop there where you could avoid doing this run through the maze twice. Well, we're avoiding the maze here. You do get told in the story, if you read the terminals, don't stray from the main path. Just don't. That was frustrating. Now I have to go and do that again. That's probably a waste of like 30 seconds. Oh well. So you're seeing the way you'd do it if you weren't speedrunning it. Aren't you lucky? It's hard to fall down this hole because of physics in this engine. Cool. I don't have to go do that again. Yep. That's a shame. Ooh, don't die. Right. There's one more of these super mazes. We'll do it later. It's equally mind-bendingly difficult to navigate, so I'll save again. I don't know why I saved before after messing up. Yeah. In fact, in future I'm thinking I should probably load the previous save if I mess up here. Nice. Next dream level. Let's check the map to see where it is. Very quick. Cool. So this is the first level where I'm gonna do a out of bounds skip if I run to the right place. Here. It's just a little gap here which you can get through with enough speed there for the end. Nice. And then everything gets taken away from us in true annoying fashion. That happens a few times in this game. It's actually really annoying because you could potentially steal a ship from a previous level and use it in a later level if only they didn't steal it from you there on that load. So that is quite frustrating. No way around that as far as I can tell. All of these station levels here where we're fueling up, they're all exploration levels as well. You have to go and get all the guns basically, so no real skipping that. The objective isn't complete till you do it. Alright, this is one that takes some random spawns. Hopefully, alright, we've spawned at the last one first. It's fine. I'll get this out of the way. Oh, that is difficult. Well, normally it's not that difficult, it's just annoying. The English language is more difficult. There we go. You've got to be careful with that switch to hit it only once, because if you flip it twice it gets stuck and yeah, you get soft locked. Cool, so we'll come back to this. I have to go around the level. So it's not a good spawn. We would naturally come round to that to finish, because it's where we're going to finish. Don't have to kill you. We need to open up this central thing to destroy some circuits in classic marathon fashion. I say classic, it's probably a marathon 2 onwards thing. Taking down the big installation piece by piece like that. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of explosive things here. I don't know why I ran through that. Cool, and we naturally come back to where we just spawned. So I will fuel up, I'll kill you, do that, and finish. Right, that was an important save, because this is a dodgy one. This is the next out of bounds skip if I can manage it. Oh, it didn't reload, it might not be good. There we go. Cool, nice little skip through 2 different little windows. Yeah, didn't die to that juggernaut, the big flying enemy there, so that's good. This is good. This is another one where I take a totally different route for total carnage, so I'm glad I didn't accidentally do that. The added challenge of having different strategies on different difficulties. So, this is my least favourite level coming up here. I need some health. And we'll do the new skip that I have. Which, if we spawn in a not horrendous place. Which is not the case. Maybe it was the case. I might have misread the map there. How embarrassing. There we go. This is a good one. So I need to tell this guy's physics to go away. And then I need to just hop through this window here. It's a bit of an out of bounds clip as well, so ooh. I nearly went to the save. I don't really need to save, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, that's super quick. I can't wait to do that on Total Carnage again. I've not been practiced enough. Don't forget this chip here. I've been practiced enough recently to get through a full run of Total Carnage. Looking forward to the day. Alright, nice. So, bump and grind. Again, this is a really cool, loads of jumps, loads of getting invincibilities on the high difficulty. But on this one, we just win the level. There's not much to it. Use the chip in that slot, get to the end. It's quite a busy, hectic level. Not my favourite level. Cool, I think that's the last of these. Nice. Alright, so this is probably the hardest level in the game on a higher difficulty, which might surprise you because of, well, the look of it. Yeah, it's pretty simple on this difficulty. I was really not sure about running this on this difficulty because the higher difficulty much more interesting on some of these levels, but I'm also much less reliable at doing them. So yes, we've had everything taken off us again. No weapons for this level. We have the option of getting some, but we don't really need them. It's fine. I don't really need weapons. So I need to... Oh dear. That was very poorly executed. Stand there for a second to lose your momentum so that you don't mess up that jump, but then I messed up the jump anyway. Which is fine. You just take a second dip in the goo. So you just punch things to death on this level. Hitting different polygons to complete the objective, and punching more things. Not to death, apparently. Getting to the end. And getting a bunch of shotgun ammo, because I can't help myself. And I'm not actually even sure if I need it or not. Who cares about the time? There's shotgun ammo. It's just hitting all the volleys here. So yeah, I thoroughly recommend playing this game for its story and for appreciating its environments in OpenGL rendering. Not doing what I'm doing, but I don't honestly know why I'm doing what I'm doing, so there you go. If somebody knows why we do speedruns, please let me know. Cool, I think this is the one where you exit in here. Oh gosh. Gosh. Sometimes I don't like how I sound. Alright, let's go. I don't think this is going to be a personal best somehow, I don't think so. Definitely not, I've messed up way too many times. My actual personal best has surprisingly little room for error in it. I'm actually shocked I was ever as good as I was. I can't seem to reproduce it. So that's the first rocket jump, I think. I probably had health to do another grenade jump there, but this is not really much of a cost of time. I don't want to die again. So I'm using my favourite weapon here, the Mazer. It's just sort of like a deadly laser. A Mazer. Yeah. It's satisfying. Just using a few bullets to not dip into that goo, hopefully. A very important save. I'm likely to run entirely out of health at the start of this level. Cool. So we're coming up to the very last levels. This is kind of the last segment of the game. And I have to do a jump up here without grenading myself, which is very easy to mess up repeatedly. Cool. Yet again, much more interesting level on higher difficulties, because you strategically have to go and get invincibilities. In fact, in this level you get one so that you can use it at the start of the next level, which is going to be the, basically final level. Marathon games tend to end with epilogues for just the final bit of exposition. I don't want to hit a wasp while I'm jumping here. So yes, here we go. Oh no, it's a good thing he didn't feel like shooting. This is actually... Why did I save before getting health? I shouldn't need to load, it's fine. Whoa. I'm gonna do a rocket jump. So I've been debating which is faster. I keep messing up going certain different ways, so this is probably my most consistent and fast way of doing this. Get a lot of momentum off some rockets here. Kill all the wasps. And get your way through this corner. Nice, that was a quick one. Sometimes that takes forever and you lose all your ammo. Which is not a big deal, because we don't really need to kill anything anymore. But I kind of like spamming ammo at the end here. So, this is an exploration level. I need to hit this polygon, and then I can freely leave the room and wait the 1 minute that it takes from entering the room for the doors to fully open up in there. So, as long as I get back in there for the last door to open in 1 minute's time, this is all. I can do whatever I want. So what I'm going to do is just get this secret here. Another 3-ton shield, another invulnerability, and I'm going to try and clip through the last door before it opens, just for fun. You need to wait for it to open to get back out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But in case I mess up, I'm going to save, so... Alright. Cool. So, the key to clipping, I'm saying it at the end of the run for some reason, is just having a lot of speed and going into a corner that we've determined to be a dodgy corner. Nope, it just opened. Oh well. You save like... well, apparently like 10 seconds because I mess up. Like 2 seconds by getting through there before it opens. Not a lot. So yeah, this is the epilogue. Just running to the end and we'll be good. Just another little expedition level. It's really atmospheric and nice. Tiny skips on this one. Ooh. Don't lose control. And that's the time. So yeah, that was... Oop, I didn't mean to actually end the credits there. Whoops. That was less than half an hour. That's pretty good. I think my personal best is less than that. Maybe. That was actually a really good time considering I messed up Hex level and a few others. So yeah. Very nice. That's the run.